Now this from the Golden State of California. Schools there are now required to pay up to try to make up for pandemic-era learning losses after parents sued multiple school districts in that state. And we're talking about a massive settlement, $2 billion. One of the largest education-related settlements in the country's history. And apparently it will be used, among other things, for tutoring services. We want to bring in the American Federation for Children Senior Fellow, Corey DeAngelis, and Parents Defending Education President, Nicole Neily. This is one of those stories, Corey, that the first thing that pops into my mind, my friend, is I think if there's going to be $2 billion floating around, it's probably going to end up in lots of places, and it probably won't be going to tutoring. Corey, what do you think about that?
Right. Look, well, the teachers' unions played stupid games. They're winning stupid prizes right now. They fought to keep the schools closed. They were lobbying the CDC to make it more difficult to reopen schools. And now they're reaping what they sow. And they really owe it to the parents. This money is meant for educating the children, not for protecting the teachers' union establishment. And I hope it's used for tutoring. But the best way to fix this problem is for parents to go to the Capitol and to peacefully tell legislators that they deserve to take their kids' education dollars to a private school that wants to do a better job. We should have bottom-up accountability in the form of school choice. The California public schools, they spend over $20,000 per student per year. Yeah. And what do they do with the money? They pass woke kindergarten that leads to declines in test scores. They focus on indoctrination and not education, and that's a huge problem.
We're going to have a lot more on this topic coming up a little bit later, but I want to move on to something else for you, Nicole. Dartmouth is reinstating SAT and ACT scores and is drawing attention to the role of standardized testing. This is from the National Review. I want to get your thoughts on it. It says something about the evidence-free, ideology-heavy mentality in America's colleges and universities, that so many institutions ditched a tool for recognizing excellence in disadvantaged students because they believed they could persuade everyone else that the test was unfair, contrary to what the actual evidence said. No one is arguing that college admissions should be based entirely on the SAT or any other. This is something that I think a lot of parents are very upset about because it's unfair. If my kid does well on this test, why wouldn't they be given a chance to get into the best schools and the best seats available versus a school that now says, we won't test at all?
Well, you know, I think looking at who doesn't like testing, it's teachers' unions, because what are tests are accountability. We hear them screaming that, well, that means that we have to teach the test. I have seen over the past 3 years the kind of garbage that happens when they don't have something to teach to, and that worries me a lot. We know that things like the LSAT are a good correlation for success in law school, and so to me, I think this is good. You know, we should believe in a meritocracy, and I'm waiting for more schools to bring it back as well.
I'm with you 100% on this, and I want to run this by you. We've only got 30 seconds, so you get 15 seconds each. First to you, Nicole. This is interesting. Seattle schools say they're going to be teaching LGBTQ history. A bill just passed in the Seattle Senate, and it's under consideration in the House. Is this good? Is this smart? Is this wise? Or is this wokeism run amok?
I think our children need to learn their ABCs before they learn the LGBTs.
All right, Corey, your thoughts, 15 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, this is just ridiculous. They can't even get U.S. history right. Why are they focusing on variations of it? We have 13% of kids in America that are proficient in U.S. history. Let's get the basics right first.
Nicole Neily and Corey DeAngelis, thank you both so much for spending time with us here on a Friday night. We appreciate that.